What's up, willing and relentless? A little sip of water before we get rocking and rolling here. How y'all like my cup? It's pretty amazing, isn't it? It's Hoyt. All right. Today we're going to be covering why every other CRM is trash, and why REI-SIF is the best CRM inside the real estate industry. I could be biased. You may think that I am, but I promise you, after you see this video and you see what I'm about to show you on an activity log, I think that if you don't see why you should be using REI-SIF, you just don't want to be successful. I don't know. Like it is truly, and again, it's like if this existed when I started doing real estate, I promise you, like, God, I would have been all on it. But it didn't. And so I built it with my team, and we continue to build it, and it continues to be the best product out there. Anybody else that's ever used REI-SIF and was like, oh, this, that, or the other, it's because they focused on everything else, and they never had a business, and they never want to take the time to actually build the business. So I'm going to show you now why REI-SIF is the best real estate sales and marketing CRM in the industry, and how it's going to continue to be better and better and better. So let's hop over into my screen. So right now I'm, blurred out with our sensitivity mode, and I just want to scroll down to the very bottom. So this just became a lead, this property. You can see right here, it's under my lead management board. I got to call the new lead back. I haven't called them yet. I just went straight to doing this video before I give a call. I'm going to scroll down. And what's amazing about REI-SIF is I can literally see the whole history. There's no CRM out there that has the history of the marketing embedded in it. Because REI-SIF, you start by uploading all your data into the system, or you can, just have singular, leads come into it. But because I can see everything, I see that this entered into my life June 15th of 2023 as just a single family residence list. Basically, it was just because it was owned for more than 20 years, the property was more than 20 years old, rather, owned for more than 10 years. It was just one of them lists that was a blanket list that I uploaded. August, it turned into probate. So in August, it popped up, and whoever was there ended up being deceased. And I can see that here because we put the decedent's name in the message board. I can see that right here, August 14th, it was the probate list and the heirs list was added to the property. I can see that we skip traced it then on the 14th as well. I can see there's some numbers being added, okay? And then I can see that on August 15th, Andy started calling it. I see we had a dead number, right? All dead numbers, and then another dead number, and then another dead number. And then, for whatever reason, he accidentally switched it to underwrite. He didn't mean to do that. He switched it to exhausted. Okay, what exhausted means is that every number was dead or wrong number, meaning we did not have the correct number to the homeowner. So let's continue moving forward here. We ended up moving it to exhausted, and then it moved to full exhausted, board, new exhausted, yep. And then we started gathering more numbers for the person. So we added a bunch of phone numbers and information to the message board, added those phone numbers to the owner. That's what's happening here. We're manually adding phone numbers to this contact, okay? And then we moved over to call first. And it... we didn't reach him. My son's coming in. No answer, more phone calls, sent some text messages. This is us doing what we call deep prospecting here at REI-SIF. Hey, son. And then you can see no answer. More calling, dead number, wrong number, dead number. And then boom, we ended up getting a correct number August 27th. Why is it marked correct number by me on August 27th? That's because I noticed that he tagged the phone number as brother, and I knew it was a deceased individual, right? And so I knew that we ended up having a correct number. However, they were not interested. He didn't update it, not interested then. That was when Andy was really still relatively new to this process in my business. But this was a correct number, not interested. Okay, now we're going to move forward. We ended up sending mail and got return mail. So October, I sent mail, got return mail November 16th. Okay, and then it enters in a return mail process. Well, we dig into the return mail and we realize on this record that we didn't swap out the owner's name with the petitioner's name. So then Rahaf, one of my data VAs, swaps out the information with the personal representative's name, skip traces the owner inside of REI Sift, also does our process in double skip tracing our first to market and brings in 4 warn numbers, and then she sends it over to the bulk dialer on January 10th, which was last Wednesday. I ended up stopping that, resetting that campaign, and I sent it again on January 15th, which was yesterday. And then come today, okay, we dialing it today, dead number, turns into new lead. I can see everything, and there's the details. It's the brother or it's the wife of the person who's the personal representative that we spoke to, and they are, in fact, interested in selling. So why is REI Sift the best CRM out there? It's obviously clear as day, right? There's no other CRM that I could have seen what happened, and I can improve and now know, okay, well, where should I have done better? Well, what I know right away is back when we were pulling this data, what we were doing is we were marketing to the deceased individual because of one reason or another, right? I had a reasoning. And then what we decided to do is start switching it out with the personal representative because we have the process to do so and do it accurately. So that changed. We do that now automatically, but back then we didn't. So this record was still not updated. Now we updated it with the personal representative, did our skip tracing process that we already follow, and then sent this to the dialer, and boom, we got it. So most of the things that I could have done to improve already were improved. However, we did reach a brother in the past and they weren't interested. Well, what we know at REI Sift is we educate our users to make sure that they're marketing to not interested still. Although this one didn't have the status updated as not interested, it still entered into the marketing cycle and we still converted to a lead because it's what we would have done if it was not interested anyway. So it all basically worked out. So in my business, there's nothing I really need to fix in this scenario because I've already fixed and improved upon the things on why this didn't become a lead sooner. But what if that person was not interested 90 days ago, right? This person entered into probate back, August of something last year, whatever it was. That's a long time ago. I entered this into my system in June of last year. So it became in my system. Now we're here January of 2024, and now it turned into a lead. But because I'm using REI Sift, because I'm nurturing my data, because I'm updating my data real time, I know which numbers I'm not reaching, which one I am reaching, and I know what the whole process was that I can now reverse engineer my failures to improve myself or repeat my successes. It's super, super powerful. And now inside of my REI Sift account, I can see I have a task to follow up with them. It's inside my lead management board. So if I go over Sift line under lead management, there's my, it's going to be under my new leads right there. Charles right there. He's the new lead. Okay. And I can go in there. I can reach out to them. That's not the right one. Whatever his name was, I forget what his name was, but it's under my new leads somewhere in there. I got quite a few new leads that I got to call. But it's under my new leads, right? And so I can just reach out to them, or I can obviously just look at my tasks that I have due. And there's it's literally one of them things where there's endless possibilities. Why am I not? Dang it. Oh, I know why. Well, let me go to my dashboard here. That's Patricia. Whatever. I don't need to go back to it. So at any rate, I wanted to show you this because I wanted to show you why it's important to follow a process. Why is it that the people that I work with get results, the ones that implement and just are consistent? Why is it that everybody in my Willing Relentless community get results when they just follow what it is that they need to do? Why is it that REI Sift users, when they implement strategies taught over at REI Sift and just do the work, why do they all get results? It's because REI Sift has tools that no other platform has to allow you to improve your business. REI Sift has the things that no other platform has. We have 90% of the features at REI Sift that other products don't have, and they only have 10% of what we do, or rather 10% of what we don't, right? Like, yes, we don't have certain features in REI Sift that would be nice to have. Hey, we're working on those. We'll get there, but you don't need them to get results. The excuses you're making in your business on what you need or don't need is an emotional-based decision, and I can promise you it's probably not true. I can promise you that the reason that you're wanting it is because you lack a process to actually do it the right way. And so it's hindering you, and you're literally just postponing the inevitable. Okay, so stop doing that and start using a platform that is actually built for real estate investors to make sure that you're doing things the right way. And I don't want this video to just be a sales pitch. I want you to see why there's the big difference between products that are absolutely amazing and products that are just trying to get you to sign up for no apparent reason, right? It's just remarkable what we've been able to accomplish here at REISIF in order for you to be able to find what we need to find. For example, I can go under my lead management folder here, click on my new leads right now, click apply, and I can see if there's any leads in my system right now that, I haven't hit up yet, right? I can load my system here, and I can go to lead management. What was this filter by? This was new leads. That was the wrong day. So we just do new leads, and let me just do, this is July of 2023. So we're in January now. So let's update this to January 2024, right? And then we'll do July. We'll go back. Well, let's just do it this way. We'll go back. Oh, shoot. There we go. So we'll go January. 16th is what we're on. So 16th, and then this can go. All right, we'll just do it like that. Okay, so there's that lead, Charlie, right? So there's no other product that can do and have as much versatility as we have. You can literally, I can switch out new lead and just switch the not interested, and I can see how many not interested did we gather today. Boom, we got nine not interested, and I can click on here and I can now analyze all of these records that were not interested. I can see how many times we called them. I can see how many numbers did it take to get wrong before we got the right one. I can look at them, how many times have I sent it direct mail? I've sent it 3 direct mail pieces, and we've tried to call it twice. So that's 5 attempts that it took to get the not interested. And I can click on next record, and I can look at the same thing. 5 attempts before not interested. 5 attempts before not interested, right? And so then I can go back and be like, okay, hey, wait, maybe I'm on to something here. Maybe I can go back and look at maybe the day before. I click apply. The day before, we got 15 not interested. I wonder if it's the same thing. No, we got that in 2 attempts between a direct mail and a call attempt. Not interested. 1 attempt on call. 1 attempt on call. No direct mail. No direct mail. 1 attempt on call. In 1 attempt, we got a not interested. Fantastic. And I can start reverse engineering my business to figure out when I'm getting, what's it taking to get these correct numbers? What does it take? Okay, and I can get those answers. And the more that we build out our product, and the more that people use our product, and the more that they, track on that activity log, I don't want to give any secrets away, but the more that people use the product and the more that they track on that activity log, the more that it allows us to produce a feature that's going to make them have more clarity in their business just by doing their job than they've ever had in their entire business, period. There's no other product that could compare because of what we've built. And I'm super excited for what's in the future of REISIF and what we're building. But anyway, this has been a long video, 13 minutes, going on 14 here. I wanted just to show you the importance of making sure you're tracking and you have the system and process in your business. The reason why we get results that other people don't get is because we have the capacity to pull deals from things that everybody else just throws away, right? And so think of it this way, and I'll leave you with this. It's very easy to be the operation where you just hop on a dialer and you just bulk dial all day long, and that's all you do is just add more data in and send more text messages and everything else. Anybody can be that person. Anybody, okay? It's another thing to do that operation and then also learn how to actually build a process to make sure that you're, understanding your data and looking at what gives you results and then building processes around that and then baking those into your business, right? Because somebody who starts with understanding how to properly do marketing, how to properly do the sales and be first to market and bring in data and nurture it and then know who you're not reaching and then researching their family members and doing that in a systematic way, for them to now compete with you once they have that foundation is so easy. All they got to do is buy a list, skip tracing, and throw in the dialer. All they literally have to do is go to REISIF, upload a big ass list, right? Let's just say, and shoot, I'll just show you. Let's just say they upload an owner-occupied list of 10-plus year ownership. That is uploaded to SIFT. That's the wrong list. The uploaded 10-plus year single-family list to SIFT. They'll click on parameters and others. They'll say numbers, yes. Absentee, no. Click apply. and they'll take these, they'll select them all, and they'll just send straight to call tools or whatever, and just call it. That's all they'll do, right? And then as they generate leads, they'll manage the leads, and that's that. But the difference is as they're calling in the dialer, it's coming back and it's updating some of these as wrong numbers. It's updating these as dead numbers. So at the end of the day, what they can do that you can't do is they can filter by that 10 plus year single family list, and then they can do a phone status filter. And then they could do, I want to see all records that have nothing but wrong or dead or DNC numbers on it, which in my case is 259. They can take those and they can select them and they can just send them direct mail. And now they can generate leads at a fraction of the cost on something that you didn't even know existed. Meanwhile, you're trying to send mail to the 10,000. They just sent mail to the 259, right? And kept their direct mail costs way lower, right? Little things like this is what builds real companies. It's what builds real businesses. It's very easy to compete with the person who's just spending money to market. It's hard to compete with the person that knows what they're talking about. You know, look at any debate. It's hard to debate with somebody who knows their shit. It's really easy to debate with somebody who doesn't actually know what they're talking about because you can make them stumble over their words like nobody's business. It's like walking into a room and, you know, you've at least closed a few deals and you talk with someone who you can just clearly tell they've never closed a deal. You can tell who knows how to market and what's what. You can tell who is the people who are treating their business like a business rather than the ones that are just hoping and praying, right? Now, yes, you can scale by numbers, right? You can scale by business math. Okay, I call this many numbers, I get this much result. That only lasts so long though, right? Direct mail is the only thing that that's something where it could be even a semi scalable in the sense that, you know, you send it so much and you're going to get results. But even it is very, very, something that can have a lot of things improved upon, like processing return mail, right? Not just hoping they respond by direct mail, but if they are in a very particular situation, like it's a vacant property that's owner occupied, you can't send that direct mail, right? So instead you should skip trace and call those ones, right? Little things like that. There's always a way to add a process and add a person into your business to be focused, to be able to pull more deals from the stuff that you're already spending money on, okay? Anyway, so that's my rant. That's what I wanted to show you because I thought this was a great example of a deal going through the whole process, you know, from uploaded as a big list to ended up being a probate to, you know, calling through it, deep prospecting it, getting a hold of a brother, them saying they're not interested, but then, you know, updating the property with the actual petitioner, getting a hold of that petitioner's wife and her telling us that they're interested in selling it. And I mean, you can't make this shit up. I mean, literally, it's all historical. I would have had to have been planning this video for 6 months and curating that activity log to say exactly what I needed to say, but I didn't have to. All I had to do was do my job, and it naturally produces itself, okay? So, if you would like to learn more about this, don't forget, be sure to be willing, stay relentless, fist pound that like button, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.